If these words have found you right now, pause for a moment. Take a slow breath. Because something deeper than coincidence has guided you here. The universe does not place messages like this in front of someone without a reason, and the angels ask that this message reach the exact soul who is meant to hear it tonight. Yes, you. Before you scroll away, stay with me for just a moment longer. Because what you are about to hear may be the answer to something your heart has been quietly asking for. Lately, have you felt like something in your life is about to change? Not in a loud, dramatic way, but in a subtle, almost mysterious way. Like standing at the edge of a new chapter, without yet seeing the full story. That feeling is not your imagination. It is the beginning of a spiritual shift that has already started moving toward you. The angels want you to know that the waiting season you have been living in is almost finished. Yes, the long season of questions. The nights when your mind replayed memories over and over again. The moments when you wondered if the prayers you whispered into the darkness were truly heard. Heaven heard every one of them. Not a single tear you shed went unnoticed. Each tear became a message carried directly into the spiritual realm. And tonight, the angels are responding. Something powerful is beginning to unfold in your life. A door that once seemed impossible to open is quietly unlocking. A connection that once felt distant is beginning to move closer again. And the most beautiful part is this. You may have already started seeing the signs. Maybe you have noticed repeating numbers like 122, 444, or 1111 appearing again and again. Perhaps on the clock when you glance at your phone, on a receipt at a store, or even waking up in the middle of the night and noticing the same number staring back at you. These are not coincidences. In the spiritual world, repeating numbers are general confirmations. They are heaven's way of whispering, "You are not alone. We are guiding you, and something meaningful is about to happen." Right now, the angels are working behind the scenes in ways your physical eyes cannot see. They are aligning paths, moving people, opening doors, and removing the obstacles that once stood in your way. There is someone whose heart has been slowly awakening to a truth they once ignored. A realization about you, about the connection that was never truly broken, only paused while both of you were growing. While you were healing, while you were learning, while you were becoming the stronger version of yourself you are today. Your soulmate has been on a journey too. Even if you could not see it, even if you believed they had forgotten, they have not. In quiet moments, memories of you return to their mind. Unexpectedly, powerfully, sometimes triggered by a song, sometimes by a place, sometimes by a simple thought that refuses to leave. The angels revealed something very interesting about this moment. Your souls have never truly been separated. Even when distance existed in the physical world, your spiritual connection remained alive. And now that connection is beginning to awaken again. You may feel it as a strange calm in your heart, or a quiet excitement you cannot explain. It is the feeling of divine timing finally beginning to move. Something that once felt impossible is slowly becoming possible again. But listen carefully to this part, because it is important. What is coming into your life is not just another temporary happiness. It is something heaven has carefully prepared. Something that required patience, growth, and perfect timing. That is why the delays happened. That is why certain people had to leave. That is why certain doors closed when you wanted them to stay open. Those endings were not punishments. They were protection. The angels were clearing the path so the right blessing could finally arrive. And now that blessing is closer than you realize. In fact, something significant may begin within the next 48 hours. A message, a sign, an unexpected conversation, or a moment of clarity that suddenly changes how everything looks. When it happens, you will feel it instantly. Your heart will recognize it before your mind does. Because deep down, your soul already knows the truth. You were never forgotten. You were never abandoned. You were being prepared for a connection that carries deeper meaning than ordinary relationships. A connection guided by divine timing. Right now, the angels are surrounding you with protection and light. They want you to release the fear that the past created, because the future unfolding now is different. It is calmer, stronger, more aligned with who you have become, and most importantly, it is real. Tonight, while you sleep, the spiritual realm continues its work. Paths will continue aligning, hearts will continue awakening, and tomorrow may bring the first glimpse of what heaven has been preparing all along. So, if this message resonates with your spirit, take a quiet moment and say within your heart, I trust the divine timing of my life. And if you feel guided to do so, type 777 below as a sign that you are ready to receive the blessing that is already on its way. Because sometimes the universe guides you to a message like this for only one reason: to remind you that the story is not over yet. In fact, the most beautiful chapter may be just about to begin. Amen.